So when he came back to Honolulu, then my grandmother applied for whatever you could apply to voluntarily evacuate with your husband. So you had 1,300 people from Hawaii who were actually tapped by the government to go to the concentration camps. You had another 1,000 people who joined them voluntarily. So those are the families. So I think all in all, it was 2,300 people who went. Anyway, so yes, at the end of December, my grandfather and I think he went on a separate ship. My grandmother and the children went on another ship, and then they met in San Francisco. And this is where it gets kind of fuzzy, because I think when I checked in the records downstairs at the museum as to where people went to camp, they showed him as in Tule Lake, but I haven't found anything that said he was in Tule Lake. Just the same, so now my aunt tells a story about them having to go by train to Jerome, Arkansas. And because all of the trains were coming from East Coast to the West to fortify munitions, men, all of that stuff, every time a westbound train came, they had to get off the track and wait till that passed by. So a trip that would have taken like 3 days normally took a week. And she said she'd never seen her father, this is my aunt, had never seen her father, my grandfather, cry, but he was literally in tears the whole time. But he was telling the kids that Japan is stupid. There's no way they're going to beat the United States in a war. And that the kids needed to believe that the United States was still the greatest country in the world. That's the story that kills me.